Angry guy here, and why are furious black women attacking the password bros? I mean, it's like they just don't learn. Why are furious black women attacking the password bros? It's like they just don't learn. We're going to jump into a video by Dating Right because these women are still going on. They're still running their mouths. They're still furious that these men are walking away and they're not letting them go in peace. Bro, bro, bro. bro, bro. They showed these men that video. Clean, pure women. They immediately convert. bro, bro. American women have destroyed the West. American women have destroyed the West. American men are ready to walk away under any pretense. Show a bunch of clean women in the Middle East, clean women. You line up all these black men, and they're there pledging their allegiance to Allah. Allah Akbar. Allah Akbar.
So I want to talk about the passport, bro.
What the fuck are you talking about, the password bros? They don't know about you. I mean, my gosh, these women, they won't stop. Can't stop, won't stop. All right? This chick looking like she's something out of the 80s. I mean, my gosh, like they are desperate. They are desperate. My goodness gracious, you can't leave these men alone?
I'm just a little confused. So, in a world where we live in a hookup culture, where, dates aren't really planned like that, you don't really get phone calls, there's a lot of texting, a lot of convenience, a lot of lazy dating. Now, I'm supposed to believe there's like this movement of men who are specifically getting passports.
Yes, I was supposed to getting. What did she say? Getting passports.
A lot of lazy dating.
I mean, lazy dating. Let's just be very clear. This so-called lazy dating is something that is very reflective of modern day women. The fact that modern day women go onto apps like Tinder, and they basically just catch whatever guy they want on these applications, and they get food, they get whatever the hell they want, and they don't give anything. All right, and they choose the top guys. It's sure that the 80% of women on applications like Tinder are choosing the same top 1% of guys. They're not interested in most guys. This woman is not interested in most guys, and now she's saying that she doesn't. She's like password bros. They can't be real. This cannot really be happening. How can this really happen?
Now, I'm supposed to believe there's like this movement of men who are specifically getting passports, taking time off work, taking time out of their leisure, and going to another country to maybe find a girlfriend or a wife, because nothing's guaranteed. So now you're putting in all this effort to maybe find somebody that's most likely going to be with you just for your money and your resources, which
As if you're not with these men for their money and their resources. As if you're not telling these men you're not dating any broke man. You're not dating any guy that makes less than six figures. You're not dating any guy that makes less than 300,000, 500,000, or $1 million a year. All right. You're not dating guys that are shorter than 6'3". I mean, are you guys out of your damn minds?
from what I'm hearing, a lot of men don't like that.
Yes, there is a lot of lazy dating going on. There was a poll put out that says that at least 60 something percent of men would rather not go on a date. They would just rather stay home and pleasure themselves than to deal with
Mm-hmm.
Western modern women and the
Mm-hmm.
standards that they have. The fact that he has to take her out to eat, listen to what she has to say, and mumble on and on all damn night, and then we'll have to deal with just mediocre sex. Yeah, I think a lot of guys are just like, I think I'll just stay home and order something to eat and just pleasure myself. And she
Mm,
looks like a woman who has been ghosted on dates often, so this
mhm.
shouldn't be that shocking for her.
Preach, brother, preach.
Filipina.
Who tell you I am Filipina? You see my face is like Filipina, okay? Oh no! I'm from Bangladesh.
The disrespect from the African American women.
Real sister speaks on the passport, bros. Guys, this is what the disrespect for the African American woman, like she's on the fucking View. Guys, they're gonna. This is really gonna end up on the View, though. You're gonna see these women on the View complaining about black men on the View and how horrible they are. Black men and the white boy and the white guys are doing this too, and they're gonna complain about them. They're gonna be on the View complaining about the passport bros, the men walking away, how terrible these men are.
American women, when it comes to the passport bros, you might ask, like, where did this start? Why is this going on? They say that they're dusty. They say they're losers. They're not worth keeping. So why are they speaking out about it? Well, it's because they're projecting. They are upset because they don't feel desired. Men are not approaching women or playing games with women like they used to.
Let me tell y'all something. See this one right here, y'all? Some of y'all think that, oh, this is a good sister. This sister right here. She is in touch. She knows what's going on. No, motherfucker. No. I've been meaning to put out my video for y'all to warn y'all. Listen to me. These are infiltrators. All right. They're saying, listen, look at her. Did her makeup, said she looks clean and everything, right? Has her cross on her, right? Yeah, she loves Jesus. No, she was out there in the streets with the rest of them. What's going on right now is they see the writing on the wall. I said this years ago. Women are going to say feminism got us everything that we wanted. Now let's fight it together. They are setting up shop in the manosphere. And a man who is attacking a woman who's agreeing with them looks very unmanly. So what they're doing is they're setting up shops in the manosphere and courting a lot of the Sims, the beta males and the Sims in the manosphere. There are a ton of betas in the manosphere. There are a ton of Sims in the manosphere. Don't let anyone tell you anything different. A lot of these guys, they took the red pill, but the red pill wasn't enough for them, all right? A lot of these guys, they take the so-called red pill, but it wasn't enough for them. The red pill, guys, do not forget. Don't forget, in the Matrix, there was a betrayer who wanted to go back to who wanted to go back to the Matrix. Don't forget that. Never forget that. Okay, these men would still be on the plantation if they could. They would still be out there. But the problem is right now that they know if they go out there, these women are going to tear them down. That's the reason why they're trying to hide in the manosphere and watch these videos, try to get a little bit of comfort. But if they could be out there simping, they would be out there simping, because the simping is a way of life for these motherfuckers. This woman is not your friend. These women, her Just Pearly things, these other women, listen, they'll say what they have to say because they're making money. This is the way that they eat. God bless them. Do not trust them. They're infiltrators. They are chameleons. Don't trust them.
They've taken the red pill. They've woken up. And quite honestly, if I was a guy or if I had a son, I would advise him to go overseas.
I love her honesty. She's straight up telling women what's going on. It's not the fact that these men want to just go over there and date other women. It's simply the fact that
This is a survival mechanism for these women right now. What she's doing right here is survival. All right. She is trying to agree with the men. She's trying to agree with men because she sees the tides. All right. She's not an ugly woman. All right. All the women that you're seeing that really attacking men, most of them are unattractive women. All right. The pretty ones are using their heads. The pretty ones are not trying to pretend like, oh, we support y'all, because they see exactly where we're going. Strong men are walking away. Strong men are walking away. You're acting like MW is a bunch of weak ass men. Dude, you've got strong men walking away right now from Western society. These are millionaires. You got millionaires. Guys, the billionaires have been going overseas and getting wives for generations. I don't know if y'all don't notice this. It's a very common thing for the wealthiest of wealthiest men to not marry American women. Why is it that so many wealthy men, don't marry American women? Because they've known for years they're no good. They're not good for marriage. They're for the streets.
this red pill message has finally got out to all men, and now it's mostly trickling down to the younger men because these younger men are listening to their older G's. You have very influential men like Kevin Samuels, Andrew Tate, and a bunch of other podcasts that are going to deal with Western women's standards.
A lot of men, black men in particular, date white women because
Date white women because they're anti-black. Wow.
One, they're anti-black. They have
They have internalized racism. So I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go back for y'all.
internalized racism. They're anti-black. They have internalized racism. And two, a lot of them feel like moving up in the world requires being with, dating, marrying a white woman because they are of a higher social class. Black people who are anti-black, mostly men, tend to have
Black people who are anti-black tend to have mixed children. So guys, now they're trying to say that the pastor bros are anti-black. The pastor bros are anti-black because they're having mixed children. These are some racist ass women, y'all. These are some racist fucking women. All right, they're trying to use. They're the ones trying to scream racism. It's like the whole powerful victim bullshit. They're out here now trying to scream racism, like they're anti-black because they're having children with women of another ethnicity. These are some racist ass women. They really are.
mixed children because they want to soften the features in themselves that they hate.
Like, I know that he was into me, but he didn't say anything. And I was like, hey, we're gonna kiss or not? We're gonna hang out? He was too slow. This year I met a German guy, and it was the same. I think in Brazil we are too fast.
A lot of men are just like done with this shit. A lot of men are leaving these women in the streets. They're leaving in the streets. They're setting them free. They're setting them free. A lot of these dudes from coast to coast, they're setting these women free. They're setting them free.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
And yeah, like this one time in band camp, and it's definitely funny to see this video because this is something.
I don't have any sympathy for these women. All right. And guys, again, if you're enjoying these videos, you need to hit the subscribe button. If you already haven't subscribed, turn on notifications to never miss another video ever again, and hit the like button. It helps the algorithm. It helps tell the algorithm, hey, I'm enjoying these videos and I want more of them. I want you to show me more videos from Angry Guy. And also, guys, if you support the channel and you want me to help, if you support the channel, you can get bonus videos and other exclusives on patreon.com/Angry Guy. And you can support for as little as $10. The link to the channel is in the description. The link to the Patreon is in the description of the video, patreon.com/Angry Guy. And if you want to drop me a one-time thank you for putting out these videos rapidly for you guys, you can send me some cash via PayPal, Cash App, and Venmo. All the links in the description of the video. But back to what we were saying here. Yeah, this one time in band camp, I stuck the flute in where, and I went toot toot toot.
That Austin was talking about, where he said the same thing about Brazilian women. Just the fact that Brazilian women can be very, let's just say, move things along when it comes to dating and relationships. This young lady here is saying the same thing now. Now, I know Brazilian women wish she definitely would not have said this, but she did.
So there is this notion that is going on that the pastor bros are traveling because they don't have money, because they are broke, because they don't have anything to offer to the American women or the Western women. So this is my advice for you ladies, and I want you to take note. Men are very selective on who to spend their money on. You see these men you're calling broke, these men you're calling stingy, these men you're saying that they're not making the 6 figures you want. They are making it rain for the women that are appreciating their efforts, because these men, all they want is appreciation and respect. You see, respect unlocks doors that even Angel Lee cannot unlock.
So, guys, this is a woman from Kenya, and I warned you guys. I warned you guys about this. I warned y'all about this, and people didn't listen to me. People think it's a fucking game. I said this is going to be a competition. It's going to be a global competition to take American men. All right, it's going to be a global competition to take American men. There was this black woman, and she said that, she'll just get her passport and go over to Germany and get herself a German man. And it doesn't work like that. If a German man wants a black woman, they're not getting a woman from, they don't want an African American woman. They're going to go over to Africa and they're going to get themselves an African. All right. And you know what's interesting about African women compared to African American women? They have good hair. I'm sorry. I hate to say they have good hair. They have good hair. The Look at this woman right here. This is in weave. This is her fucking hair. They have good hair. I'm not. Some people are gonna hurt, like get really pissed off. All right. And look at her even skin tone. They have nice skin tone, nice cheekbones. All right. There's like something strange going on with African American women. Let's be real. A lot of African American women are not that attractive. It's some people are gonna say it's hateful to say that. It's true. A lot of African American women are not that attractive. They really aren't. And some people, and it comes down to preference. A lot of them, they don't take care of themselves properly. They don't give a shit about their diets. They get fat. They're like, they're skinny fat. It's true. Their skin looks terrible because they're not taking care of themselves. They would rather use chemicals on their skins than eat healthy. The reason why this woman's skin looks so good is because she's healthy. It's not because of makeup. It's not because of anything else. Look at her skin. Her skin looks radiant. And she is in fucking Africa in that sun. And this is what her skin looks like. All right? Her skin is lighter than some African American women in America. And how is her skin lighter? Because her skin is glowing. Because she is healthy. Whereas some women in America, who they are so sick. They are so sick. The reason why their complexion is so dark is not because of their ethnicity. It's because they're dying.
So if you're not going to respect these men, they're still going to move, and you still complain. You see, we are not even better than you. All other women are not better than you. No, the only issue with you is that you don't value what you have. It is until you lose what you have, you are now here out complaining and thinking that we women from other nationalities are desperate. No, everything that is happening is your fault. Everything that is happening, it's your fault.
And we are glad to see our Kenyan sister back and look like she got a better phone. She got a better audio. Go ahead, though, girl. We see you out there in Africa, so hopefully we see more of her speaking up much because
Look at this right here. Ghana, Eritrean, Ethiopian. These are, guys, I told you, these are African women. These are African women, all right? These are African women. African American women cannot compete with these women. Even the big girl from Ghana. All right? African American women cannot compete with these women. I told y'all, right? They're like, oh, look how poor these women are. Look how poor these women are. Look how desperate these women are. These women are living their best life. These women aren't rocking weaves like the rest of y'all. This is natural hair. This is natural hair on most of them. This is natural hair. Something is wrong with these African American ladies. This is natural hair on them. Look at these even skin tones. Look at these cheekbones. Look at these legs. These women don't look poor to me. All right? They're living their best life. And they're sure as hell not hungry. All right? The sister on the left, she's letting you know they're not hungry. They're definitely eating over there. So I don't know what y'all talking about. They're more than happy to take the men that American women don't want, which is most of them. American women find almost all men as unattractive. But they want their plan B guys so that they can use them as a come up. And that shit's not happening anymore. These men have wisen up and they're getting the fuck out. And I told you, it's going to be a competition. It's not going to be a competition for just black men. Oh, the black, no. I told you, you're going to see these white women, you're going to see these black women in Africa saying shit like, bring your white ass to, yes, they're going to be, they are literally going to be calling out to white men. These black women in countries like Ethiopia and Ghana and Gambia, whatever the fuck you want. They're gonna be saying shit like, "Bring your white ass over to Africa, and you need a black queen to treat you like the white king that you are." I'm telling y'all, people think you're gonna see it. You are going to see it. That's why I say it in multiple videos, because I want you to know I said it, and you're gonna say that Angry said it. They're going to say you need a black queen to be a white, to treat you like the white king that you are. It's going to come down. They're going to make it about race. They're going to go there. They're going to start going after white men, putting down white women, saying that these white women can't treat white men right. These white women can't take care of white men. All right. They're going to listen to me. You have to remember that not a lot of Africans, they don't have any problems with white people. All right. They're the ones who sold the slaves. So they don't have any fucking problems. They don't have any fucking problems with white people. All right. Apartheid wasn't in all of Africa. It was in parts of Africa. All right. A lot of these people, they had great relationships with whites. All right. They made lots and lots of money off those motherfuckers that they sold. All right. So they're doing great. So these women, they are more than grateful for white men to come down to Africa. In fact, they are, I don't want to use the word desperate, but they're literally going to say shit like, listen, come to Africa, bring your beautiful white ass to Africa so we can treat you like the white king you are, all right? Because you need a black queen to treat you like the white king that you are. Don't let these white bitches tell you anything different, all right? It's going to be an international competition of women all around the world trying to snag American men. Black men are only a small portion of the population. When you consider that it's black men with money, that have money in their pockets, education and jobs, that are the ones making the move, the piece of shit guys are still gonna be in America. Tyrone, Ray, and Buki, they're gonna be just continue to wreck the black communities, but all the good black guys are gonna be gone. And it's not a lot of them. It's not a lot of them. These black men are out. All right. So, I mean, rest in peace, or police, or whatever the fuck, to the black community, because that shit's done. All right. I'm serious. It's done. The men are walking away from it. The men have given up on it. The men have completely given up on the black community. All right. They're completely given up on the black community. In the future, any young black man that has any hopes or dreams or aspirations, he's just going to walk away from the community. He's just going to walk away from the community. Like, he's just going to walk away. And he's not walking into the arms of a white woman. He's walking into the arms of a Filipina. A Filipina or a Latina or some bitch overseas. That's how it's going to be. You won't have these men in your communities anymore. All right? Teachers are going to tell kids, listen. They're going to tell them, like, listen, young man, you are going to be someone. All right? You're gonna be with a beautiful Filipino woman one day who is going to love you and respect you. I'm telling y'all, this is the shit that's gonna happen. And all these little black girls are gonna grow up looking around like, what the fuck is going on? Like someone just like fucked them and they don't even know how they got fucked. All right? Because these men are out. And these women can't fuck. You know, where men go, women try to follow, but they can't follow these men. They can try. They can't. Listen to me. They won't be able to get these men. These men are done with them. They're having children with these women, and they are happy. There are not a lot of black men in America. This is like 7%, like 6 point something percent of America are black men. And then when you subtract the number of men that don't have criminal records, that have not been incarcerated, don't have been incarcerated, that are able to actually make the move overseas, the number is much smaller. So the only thing that's left behind is Tyrone, Ray, and Pookie. That's it. And this is an international competition. So these women are taking whatever men they can get. All right. If you're an American Latino, they'll take you. They don't give a fuck. You have that American dollar, they'll take you. They don't give a fuck. They really don't give a fuck. I'm telling you, white men make up the largest group of men and largest group of men in the United States, highest group of educated men in the United States, and still have the highest socioeconomic status in the United States. So these women are going to be fighting. Right now, they are fighting for scraps. Black men are, I'm not being disrespectful, but black men are only there's only a handful of these men. There's not a lot of black men out there. And then the ones that are actually going overseas, there's not a lot of them. When a large group of white men start walking away from America, all right, and going over to these countries, that's when hell breaks loose, because they're taking all of that money with them. They're taking all of that money with them, and they're bringing it over to these countries. What do you think the governments in these countries are going to say when they're bringing this money over? They're going to praise these women. What do you think the men in these countries are going to say when they see this happening? You think they're going to try to stop that? Hell fucking no. They don't give a fuck about that. The men in these countries are going to be so happy, because these women are bringing over these men who are bringing over shitloads of money. So that shitloads of money that they're bringing over are creating new opportunities, new economic opportunities within their countries. So they love these men too. This is a reset. This is a reorganization. It is a 100% reorganization. All right? And you're going to hear shit along the lines of, we need to stop these men. We need to tax these men because these men are taking all the wealth away from the country and blah, 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 blah. These men are coming back. A lot of these men are not coming back. They're going to go overseas and live simple lives. And when I say simple lives, I mean live like bosses. Buy a nice fucking house. Build a nice fucking house and live like fucking kings. Drive house. And that's their version of a simple life. A life of peace. Living in abundance, the kind of abundance they could never imagine in the United States. Because American women cannot live within their means, because American women need $30,000 purses. Kevin Samuels called this woman out. This woman said that she wanted a man who makes at least 6 figures a year. He needs to make at least $100,000 a year. Kevin Samuels said to her, excuse me, $100,000 a year, that's $300,000 after 3 years. What are you trying to do with that kind of money? What are you trying to do with $300,000? She goes, I'm not trying to do nothing with that. You trifling hoe. He caught her. What are you trying to do with $300,000? What are you trying to do with that kind of money? And she couldn't answer him. She could not answer him. What? Oh, you wanted that? What? You want a Tesla? What are you looking for with that kind of money? These women, I tell you.
I love to hear some of her thoughts of how she feels. She's talking about the fact that even Western
guys, men are tired of this shit. Men are tired of this shit. Men are not putting up with this shit anymore. Men are walking away. Men are saying, that's it. Fuck this shit. I'm out. I'm not playing around. I'm not fucking around. That's it. That's it. You know. And again, guys, if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Subscribe if you already haven't done it. If you have, thank you. Turn on notifications, never miss another video again, and hit the like button. It helps tell YouTube that, hey, we like what Angry's doing here. We want more of his fucking content. You know. And you get bonus videos and other exclusives on Patreon. You can support for as little as $10 a month, patreon.com/angryguy. And you can also drop me some cash. You can find the link in the description of the video. And you can also drop me some cash, one-time donation via PayPal.me, Cash App, or Venmo. All the links are in the description of the video. I mean, these women, they thought this shit was going to go forever. And now what? Now they're finding themselves with nothing. No options, nothing whatsoever.
the women got the nerves to complain that these guys are even making $60,000 to $80,000 to $100,000 a year, and they don't even want them. They talking about it's not enough money.
So if I'm making $200,000 and you're making $50,000, that's problematic. So I don't want to be the primary breadwinner.
What is your minimum that you would consider?
The minimum would probably be about 100, and that's half of my salary.
Is there a minimum number?
At least $250,000.
At least $250,000 a year. Guys, I want to tell y'all something very interesting. The average woman in the United States makes $36,000 a year. This is what one of my subscribers pointed out to me. The average woman in the United States makes $36,000 a year. The average man in the United States makes $50,000 a year. Only 17% of men in the United States States make $100,000 a year, and only 8% of women in the United States make $100,000 a year. But women make over 80% of all consumer purchases in the United States. All right? Think about those factors. So what that means is the men are saving all of their money. Not only are the men out earning women significantly, but they are also saving their money while women are spending their money and spending it rapidly. So even men that make significantly less money than women who make significantly more money, in 5 to 10 years, these guys have way more money in savings because these women have been blowing their money on everything, including property. But a lot of these women are going out and buying homes, but those are not investment. Your first home should never be a house that you live in. It should be a house that you are renting out. It should be a rental property. It should be a rental property. But a lot of women don't understand that. So they end up buying these homes that they can't afford, and they're putting all this money into these houses, and they're only going to end up getting taken back by the bank when they can't work and make that kind of money anymore. There are so many women. Listen to me. I'll tell you guys a story. I was in California, and I went to the bank, and I have this, one of the things is, like, people will just, like, sit down and start talking to me sometimes. And the lady, she says, I don't know why I'm going to tell you this, but back in the 90s, I was making, like, $50, $60 an hour, and now I'm getting, like, $15 an hour. Did you hear me? $50 to $60 an hour. That's what she was making in the 90s. And now she's getting like $15 an hour. All right? This shit is not a game. These women seem to think that these good times are going to last forever. And this woman was like, when I was talking to her, she was like in her 50s. She was like in her 50s. All right? And she was good looking. She was a really good looking 50-something-year-old woman. But I'm telling y'all, this shit doesn't last forever. A lot of these women, they look like they say black don't crack. Well, I don't know if these women are on meth because they're cracking. They're cracking.
So normally I hear 100K. So 100K wouldn't be good enough for you.
No.
100K wouldn't be good enough for you. 100K wouldn't be good enough for you. Nah, I'm done. I'm done. Guys, if you want to watch the full video, because I'm not watching the full video, if you want to watch a full video of this bullshit, you can find a link to it in the description of the video. All right. But you can see why are fierce black women attacking the pastor bros? Because they know that once these men are gone, they're not coming back. These are their plan B guys. And when you see how terrible the personalities of the modern day black woman is, you realize why these men are running away and not coming back. They're not even looking back. They're not even looking back because it's not like they left anything behind. Not anything good. All right. But there will be a link to this video in the description of the video. Guys, let me know what you think about why are furious black women attacking the pastor bros. What do you think about that? If you like the video, go ahead and hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe. And if you like the video, share the video. And just remember that all roads lead to MWA, men walking away for very, very good reasons, as you can see. And cheers.